get heavier and heavier. Help me out. Double tap that screen. I can do it. Other side. Skate back. I'm going to share how to create content that converts. 2 more minutes. Oh, Jesus. Okay, skate to the side. Double tap the screen. I'm going to share how to create content that converts. 2 minutes. Skate. Touch your ankles. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Last minute. Oh, Jesus. Take alteration. Oh. He's going faster than me. Ten minutes. That's crazy, right? Oh my God. 10 minutes. Huh. That was good. I did it. 10 minutes. Whew. Felt like an eternity. So Bully Juice on YT, 10-minute fat melt cardio. Whew. Do 10 minutes every day. You're going to tell the difference. You'll just feel better too. So yes. Whew. Let's get the class going. So I use you guys. I need some water. I use you guys to get my workout in. If I'm on the treadmill, whatever, I use you guys. See how I got it done? Oh my gosh. When the camera comes on, I perform. So let's go into the lesson for today. All right. As always, I am streaming in multiple places. I suggest you do the same. It's very good that you can be in multiple places at one time. And so I am using StreamYard. If you want my referral link, I suggest you get my referral link. If you want my referral link, message me referral and I'll send it to you. Message me referral and I'll send it to you. Yes, with referral, and I'll send you my referral link so you can stream in multiple places. Now, only if you're ready. Obviously, I don't suggest it to my clients that are not ready. You're not ready, it's not worth the pay for the app. Okay? It doesn't make sense. I wouldn't advise it even to my clients. I only share what I know for sure, and I'm going to give you the best advice of 20 years of experience. You don't need every app that you're not using. I know it sounds good to get it, but for what? If you're not going to commit to the live, I go live every day. Well, 6 days. I go live 6 days. So I'm using the tool. So it's worth it. If you're not doing this consistently, it's not worth it. So when you're ready, use my referral link. All right, I'm gonna help you out. You definitely want to use it. Now, the other thing is, how do you create content that converts? Because I see so many people on social media posting content. I don't see the conversion. And so the most important part of putting out content is that you're able to attract customers, clients, and make connections. The whole point of the content creation is to attract people to you. The whole point of being social on social media is to talk to people and be social. The whole point is to meet friends. The whole point is to build community. That's the point of social media. And so if yours isn't doing that, we can help you out today. All right. So I'm going to make sure that I give you some valuable tips that you can use right now. I don't believe in sharing stuff that's not useful right now. So I share actionable business skills, tools, hacks, strategies, everything you need right now to see results. So if you're not following me, make sure you follow. That's the first thing. You got to follow me, right? The first thing you got to follow. Hello. So you got to follow. Say Business Coach DeRucha said, what you doing? If you not follow it, what you doing, what you doing, what you doing? Only if you like to learn. This is a learning channel. And so I teach business strategies. I've been successful in business almost 20 years. So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I do this for fun and for funds, but I have clients and that gives me referrals. So I'm always working one-on-one with people inside my 3-day ride business course or my 6-month coaching program. I'm working with people on a consistent basis. So if you need a mentor, a business coach, somebody to guide you, your first thing you want to do is put RIDE in the chat. Put RIDE in the chat. That way you and I get to work together. Or if you're proactive, you could text my number, RIDE, and we can start right there. Thank you so much for the love. Let's do the sound effects over here. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you. Yeah, okay, I got it now. Thank you for double tapping that screen. Yes, so if you want to learn how to create content that converts, put RIDE in the chat. If you are posting content but not getting results, and you're like, I need results. I want unlimited leads coming into my sales funnel. I want to have an overflow of people looking for my offer, my product, my opportunity, my services. Then put RIDE in the chat. That way you will see what's available. And I can show you how I've done it and how I do it, how I teach my clients to have unlimited leads. Most people, if you want an automation to do everything, you're going to pay for automation. I do have a CRM that will respond for me. I do have an all-in-one system that will email for me. I do have an all-in-one system that will post for me. I do have an all-in-one system that will text you back for me. I do have an all-in-one system that creates my website, my landing pages, but you're going to pay to have that automation. So I'm teaching beginners like you how to do it yourself until you're ready, or if you're ready right now, I'll share the one that I use. So it's so important for you to understand you got to start somewhere. And so I used to invest in small apps. Oh, I'm going to get this texting app. I'm going to get this email campaign app. I'm going to get this. And then I'm having 50 apps, right? So now I have an all-in-one, does everything for me. So let me tell you right now, it works, but you have to still work it. So people think they're just going to put it on auto and it just does everything. You still have to show up and create the content, okay? I still have to show up and create the content and do the lives so I can attract new people. So the work is still involved. The other part is the back office is going to take care of the rest. But you need people coming into the sales funnel. You need people to talk to. So that's where this comes in, creating content that works for your business or your product. Are you following me? Yes or yes? Say yes to Rusha. If you're on YT, please subscribe. If you're on FB, you can send gifts with stars. If you're on FB, if you're on IG, make sure that you are already following. I appreciate the love. If you have a business, T. Frank has a business. T. Frank has a business. We recognize our business owners over here. So we recognize our business owners. So if you have a business, put the word business in the chat so I can give you a proper shout out. I want to make sure we shout you out so other people know you have a business. That's what we do over here. We celebrate, collaborate, we connect so we can make that money, honey. So if you're a business owner, that's what we're going to do over here for you. We're going to make sure that we celebrate you, we connect with you, we collaborate with you. That's where it starts. So don't be afraid to network. Don't be afraid to connect. Don't be afraid. That's where it starts. The people that are looking for you, you haven't met them yet. The people that you're going to help long-term, you haven't met them yet. And so you got to make sure you're showing up with the content. Now, I'm not going to go, I know I have some newbies in my private community, but I'm not going to go over too many basics because I want to get into the lesson of the day. I already understand that people are posting and not marketing. So I trained on that before. Just because you post your selfie, that's not marketing, that's a selfie. That's more of a selfish post, not a selfless post. Okay, nothing's wrong with selfies. Just know when you post selfies, that's not selling your business. When you post selfies, that's not marketing. That's just a post. And that's okay. We want you to post, right? But we also want you to market. Write this down. I use the 80-20 rule. Go look it up. It's a true sales rule. 80% of what you're putting out on social media, your content, 80% is for somebody else. That means 80% of the time you're serving the public. 80% of the time, you're thinking of your audience. 80% of your content that you're putting out is for the people. Hashtag to all my pretty people. 20% is you hard selling your offer. 20% is you hard selling your offer. Follow the 80-20 rule. Look it up. It's a real thing in sales. Now, why engagement matters. We want more people reading, watching, commenting, and responding to our content. Yes, you want 1 million engaged followers, not just 1 million followers. Boo, 1 million engaged followers. Because you can have 10,000 followers that don't engage. You can have 20,000 followers that don't engage. You want 20,000 that's engaging. A person with 10,000 followers or less that are engaging is making a 6-figure income because they have people that are engaging back. So the follow count is not the most important thing. Okay, it's the people that are engaging with your content is the most important thing. You follow me? Okay, so engagement is basically the bridge between visibility and sales. If people don't engage, they don't inquire. They don't want your offer. You got to make sure that you are putting out content that piques their curiosity. You're putting out content that makes them say, I like her. You're putting out content that they want to see more of. Say it with me. Engagement creates conversations, and conversation creates conversion. Okay? Engagement creates conversation. Say, business coach Arusha said it best. Conversations create conversions. So people who engage with my content, they like it, they share it, they give me stars on FB, they send gifts, right? All these people, I am starting conversations. Whether that conversation is, hey, thank you so much, T. Frank, for loving on my content. Were you just being supportive, or do you want to learn how to leverage and monetize social media? And then she's able to say, yes, I want to learn how to leverage and monetize social media. Hey, this is how I do it. You want to see how my clients have been successful? Yes. Now I personally have a relationship, and now she's looking at my website. She's looking at my stand store. She's looking at my landing page, whatever it is. I am personally introducing her to my offer. Nicole, Miss Monica, I'm personally introducing you to my offer by engaging with you back. Most people sit and let people follow them. They never even engage. Most people sit and let people like their stuff in comments. They never engage. That person already said, hey, that person said, hello, for free. Voluntarily said, hello. Relationships. You did nothing. That person showed up in your feed and you did nothing. You didn't engage back. You didn't say thank you. You didn't do anything to start the conversation so you can get more sales. Relationships. Now, here's what that looks like. I'm not the type of person, yep, guilty. Yes, he said guilty. Let me tell you, you letting your money sit on the table. Your money is on the shelf. How many followers? 1,000 followers. You never engage. You never started conversation. How many followers? 3,000 followers. You never engage. You never started conversation. But you're saying you don't know how to make a sale every day. Lies. You do. You got to start conversations with the 3,000 people. You got to start conversations with the 5,000 people. You got to start conversation with the 500 people. Your money is just sitting there. You didn't start a conversation. You didn't ask for the sale. You didn't share the offer. You was hoping and praying. They took the initiative in this busy world that we're in of scrolling. You wanted them to stop, go to your page. Fine. You are so right. You wanted them to stop, go to your page, find your profile. Oh, yeah. Find the link. Click on this link. Scroll down till they find the right one because it's more than one. You wanted them to do that. In this microwave paced society we're in right now, no, you didn't. That didn't happen. They're like this. Oh, yeah, I want that. Oh, yeah, I'll get it next time. Oh, yeah, that girl is good. That girl, Jerusha, yeah, she's good. Okay, I'm going to follow her, but I'm not going to. Okay, yeah, I can't listen to her today. I'm at work. Okay, yeah. Okay. That's what people are doing because that's what you do. That's what you do. You see a lot of people like, I'm going to get that from her. Oh, yeah, I like her content. And you're still moving, right? You don't mean any harm. It's just a part of the process. But me as the CEO of my own business, me as the person that's going to what? Build the bridge so we can start conversations. I can come back to you and say, thank you so much for following me, right? I can say that easily. I see your name. Thank you so much for following me. Were you just being supportive? Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you for being supportive. Were you just being supportive, or do you want to learn how to have unlimited leads like my clients? I can start that conversation and start asking you, right? Thank you. First thing, call people by name. Thank you, so-and-so. Thank you for following me. Were you being supportive? Or if you have a product, you have a skincare product, you have insurance, a service, whatever it is, you have a notary business, whatever it is, you're going to ask a question leading to the offer. Were you just being supportive, or do you see yourself needing a notary? Question mark. Were you just being supportive, or, right, are you aging gracefully? Or you want to reverse the signs of aging? Question mark. Whatever your product is, I teach you how to do this inside the RIDE. So you better put it down. I teach you how to do it. Put RIDE in the chat, pretty people. Okay? Put RIDE. I have some spaces left for the month of April. Okay? So if you want to get into the course with me, you got 3 days that I'm going to show you how it's possible. Put RIDE in the chat. I'm going to show you what's possible. You know, most people don't even know what's possible. And so you also are creating content that people want to engage, right? You're creating this conversation with people. So let me tell you what this looks like. You can write this down. I need a pretty person from every state. I need you in my comments. If you are in New York, put your state in the chat. Dallas, Where are you? Let me know in the chat. Florida, LA, wherever you are. Put it in the chat. Let me know where you reside. I want to know where you reside. Where you reside. You are my virtual note taker for the day. Yes. Florida in the building. You're my note taker for the day. All right? Yes. Tennessee in the building. You're my note taker for the day. Wherever you are, you're my note taker. So I need you to be in them comments, okay? So here's an example. Houston in the building. Houston, I love Houston. Houston in the building. All right, so here we go. Engagement post looks like document your day. That means turn the recorder on. Document your day, okay? What this does, it builds trust. People like to see whatever it is that you're doing. You're working at your office, you're in a Zoom, you're going to get lunch, you're in the car. Just document your day. It builds trust and it makes you relatable. Now, every piece of content is not going to be like this because I'm giving you examples, right? But it makes it relatable. When I see a mom of boys, hashtag mom of boys, my son is graduating, he's in sports, right? My other one is a tech geek, right? So I like telling people these stories. I like bragging, right? I do that with my other moms who can relate to me. They're like, yes, go boys, go boys. So document your day. Makes you relatable. Whatever you do, you're a stay-at-home mom, you work from home, you work off, whatever it is, it's relatable to somebody, okay? Then you want to position, what happens is positions you as a real person, not a perfect person. I'm going to say it again. It positions you as a real person, not a perfect person. So for whatever reason, especially on TT like for you to be raw, real. It doesn't have filters. You can pretty much do almost anything over there. They don't have any type of decorum really, or like standard etiquettes or anything. Anything is a yes. Getting out the shower, being in the tub, anything is a yes on TT, okay? Instagram is more about aesthetics. Instagram is not having it, okay? Instagram is all about showboating. Instagram is aesthetics. Everything is plush, clean, high level, quality. It's just different, a different environment, right? So it doesn't matter. I want you to use all of them, but just know you can be yourself. That's the point. You can be yourself. People don't follow perfection. They follow progress. They like it when you started from the bottom, now you're here. They like those stories. They like a triumph story. They want to hear you're just like me. You got out the gutter, you got out the ghetto, whatever you did, or you just struggled your way to the top. People love to hear it because it gives them hope. Write this down. Your success is tied to somebody else's belief system. They don't even believe it because their situation is so unique. They don't think anybody else in the world has that situation but them. But then you pop out and you're like, listen, I was a mom and I didn't have blah, 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 or whatever situation happened, right? And you overcame that situation and you're seeing success. Somebody else is like, oh, that's going to be me one day. Yes, Lord, it's a chance for me too, right? But you're not showing us. You're so busy trying to be perfect, you're not showing us, okay? I'm working out, I'm hot, perspiring. This is not the perfect moment, right? I want to show I exercise for 10 minutes. That's my real life, okay? I did that for real. So here's the thing. You're going to, how to execute, you're going to go live or record a short video, okay? You're going to go live or record a short video, either one. No script, no selling. Share what your day really looks like. That's what you're going to do. Share what your day really looks like, okay? What to share, your morning routine, okay? Your work from home life, your family moments, right? Cooking, driving, exercising, running errands, a win or loss or a lesson for the day, a teaching point. That's what you're sharing. When people see themselves in you, they stay connected to you. When people can look at you and be like, you know what? She's right. That's my girl. Or him or whatever. They like, okay, yes, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. And so when you do it, your success is tied to somebody else's belief system. Everybody is not going to be attracted to me. I'm a cheerleader. I'm too loud. I'm proud. right? They're going to be attracted to you. You are an introvert. You're reserved. You talk like this. Yes, yes. All you have to do is go to the stand store. You talk like this, and you demonstrate like this, right? I demonstrate like this. Woo! Right? So we're all different. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. So document one moment from today. This is your homework. I give homework. I can't help it as a business coach and a speaker. I give homework. Document one moment from today and post it within 24 hours. Document one moment. It doesn't have to be but 15 seconds, okay? Document one moment today, and you're going to post it within 24 hours. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever your day is, do it, all right? So let's go to engagement number 2. Engagement post number 2, the type of content that will make people engage. Opinions and a belief, okay? What this does is it stops the scroll. Soon as you tell me your opinion, baby, people are like ready to go to the comments, okay? Or what you believe. There's a young lady on TT, and she said she is pregnant with her unwanted, unmarried, I don't know, whatever. She's 31 years old. I know it's a viral TikTok right now. 31, pregnant. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Harvey in the building. Thank you for my daily heart me. Thank you for my daily heart me. We're talking about creating content that converts. And so I'm giving them engagement posts that can convert into a sale. Posting is not enough. We got to learn the type of content that gets people to engage so we can start conversations so we can convert. All right. So yes. So now, opinion. People love to tell you their opinion. I stay away from politics, but if you want to get some controversial stuff going on, you do that. But if you want to be light like me and everything's positive as much as possible, I stay away from things that's going to make me mad. Okay. I don't want to be mad on here. This is my happy place. I don't want to be angry. This is my happy place. And so you do whatever you want, but understand you can ask opinions about anything. It doesn't have to be politics. It could be whatever's happening in the news, right? Whether it is celebrity news or like I just talked about, the young lady that's on here, she spilled her whole life story about she's 31. She's having a child that the other parent doesn't want it at all, doesn't want anything to do with this person. And they weren't in a relationship. So there's no commitment or anything. So now she told that story. I'm repeating what I heard. She told that story and everybody is eating her up in the comments. Like people are destroying this little one, okay? You haven't seen it, go check it out. Read the comments, just go straight to the comments. And so when you do that, and I'm not telling you to put your life story on here, it could be something as simple as I grew up in the South and, people put sugar in their grits. And then in the North, they put salt in their grits. What do you guys think? That's an opinion. It doesn't have to be something so serious about your life, right? It could be something that's controversial. It just could be anything. Hey, do you think you should live with someone before you get married? They're going to tell you. Hey, do you think you should, have a baby with someone who doesn't want to get married? They're going to tell you. Like, it's so many conversations that you could start if you wanted to. If you want people to engage, ask for their opinion. Okay. Now, I would ask as a business professional, I'm going to ask something pertaining to my business, right? That leads to my offer. I'm going to make sure I'm asking questions that make sense for my brand. But a lot of people on here are just for fun and giggles, right? So if you just want to grow your account, that's a good way to do it. So what this does is stops the scroll. It creates the comments that you're looking for. We all need comments. Comment right now. If you have a business, put business. The comments boost the algorithm. And so when it boosts the algorithm, more people see you. So you got more eyeballs. So you got to comment, right? That's the whole point. Comment. So it creates momentum and rhythm because people are not now commenting. Thank you so much. Yes, Miss Honks is in the building. How you doing? I don't know if I can say it. Makiria is in the building. How you doing? Makiria has a business. We celebrate our business owners over here. We celebrate, collaborate, we connect so we can make that money, honey. So yeah, she has a business. So you guys make sure, yes, we celebrate you today. We're talking about creating content that convert into sales. Most people are not converting. And so I'm giving you ideas that you can use today. Content that works. Makira. Did I say that right? Markiara. I said it right. Right? I think I did. Okay. Most people are posting their life away and then they're not getting the results, but we're going to change it today. People love to react. Okay. Agreement and disagreement both create reach. You're welcome. Okay. So whether they agree with you or don't, the point is you're going to get out in the algorithm. That's the point. So how to execute, post a belief you've changed your mind about. You can say something like, hey, I used to go to church 3 times a week growing up. Now I only go 1 time. How many of you still go to church 3-4 times a week? Whatever it is, I no longer believe I got to go 3-4 times to get, to be saved. I no longer believe whatever it is that you've changed your belief on. Easy conversation. Okay. So, yeah, because hard work alone doesn't guarantee success. Smart working, right? Posting every day beats posting perfectly. So you don't need permission to start. You need to start right now. Leaders share opinions. Followers wait for instructions. You're just going to go ahead, go into it. And so when you do this, here's a feature you need to use. When you post and you want people's opinion about whatever, you're going to do this today. When you post and you want people's opinion about whatever, you want to make sure your captions or you use a sticker. There are stickers on here that you can use that is a question or it says agree or disagree or yes or no. You want that on the screen so they know to respond to get the comments, right? So you want to make sure that whenever you put it out, you're going to put yes or no on the screen. Use the sticker. If you're doing the stories, use the stickers. And then if you're creating the content, if you press the sticker thing, you'll see the options. Okay. So now, or agree or disagree, even if you write it on there, you want people to respond. Make sense? All right. So number 3, this is number 3 example of what to post to get engagement, to start conversations. You want to teach one small thing. What this does is it builds authority. It builds trust, makes people save and share your content. I'm all about people saving and sharing my content. I know I won if they saved it and shared it. I won if they saved it and shared it. You're my people. You're my person. You saved something that I gave, a valuable tip, a tool, a resource. You saved it or you shared it with somebody. I won. That's what you want. Savable and shareable content. And that way, these are my ideal customers. I'm not chasing people down. I'm not hounding people, asking the same person 50,000 times. Can they buy something? Can they help me out? Ooh, no, we want new people coming in. You don't need to teach everything. You need to teach one thing. When I do a business tip for 15 seconds, my videos, that's one tip. I jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, introduce yourself. Okay. I told you I grew up in the South. So I actually did all the things. We was outside. So yes. So I did the hopscotch. I jump rope. I double dutch. I was a cheerleader even at the collegiate level. So yeah. So if you didn't do those things, you kind of missed out a little bit, right? We had fun. So when we went outside to play. So yes, anybody know that? Jump in, jump out, introduce yourself. My name's Jerusha. Yeah. Somebody gave me some odds. Okay. Now my kids, they went outside for sports, but not just to hang outside. And so I'll make sure they were in activities. You're going to be outside some type of way. Okay. So you're going to share one thing. That's your homework. 15 seconds. Share something you know about your business. Share something you know about your service. Share something you know about your opportunity. Okay. Share a quick lesson you learned. You learned today. What you learned today? What did you learn this week? What did you learn on the Zoom last night? What mistake did you make? From a mistake, share from an experience. And it could be something like when you start that content, you want to say one mistake beginners make on social media. One mistake I made when I first started my business. One mistake I made before I turned 30. Whatever it is, people love to hear your mistakes, child. People love to hear. Now, what happened? They're listening. Even if they don't engage, baby, they listening. So you just go ahead, put out that content, right? And then you're going to do 15 seconds. That's it. You're going to start off. One thing I stopped doing that changed my results. Anything like that. One thing you need to know before you turn whatever. One thing you need to know before you go get a corporate job. One thing you need to know before you quit your job and say you're going to be a content creator. Whatever the one thing they need to know, I'm telling you what to say. You're going to insert whatever it is you do. Or you could say, if I was starting over, I'd do this first. If I was starting over, I would have started sooner. That's a fact. Even though I started in my 20s, I would have actually, I don't even know, because I enjoyed radio and television, but I would have done both simultaneously in the beginning. So if I had to start over, I wish I knew more about entrepreneurship in high school, and then I would have already had that thought process. I wanted to work in radio and television in high school, and I did. So I didn't have another plan. That's the plan, and that's what I'm doing. But I wish I had both. So if I had to go back, that's one thing that I would have changed. So that's how you're going to start off the video. If I were starting over, I'd do this first. Just one teaching point. Okay, you got it. People don't need experts. They need guidance. That's it. They just want to prevent. You want to help somebody, tell them something that you wish you would have known back in the day before you started your business. Okay. Or if I had known, I would have invested in property sooner than I did. If I had known that I can go to the courthouse and people have foreclosed homes and they got a list and you could just choose, and the home is what, 500,000, but you buy the home for 100,000. I would have did that a long time ago. I wouldn't have waited till I'm a full adult. Now I'm doing it. I would have did that, baby, long time. So it's a lot of things. Yes, one thing. I've learned a lot. Okay. Yes, that's good. One thing I did to turn my business around. I love that. So that's your thing. Teach one small lesson she said, can it be longer? Because if it's a long lesson, I guess, but short videos do better. But yes, you can do 30 seconds, 60 seconds. I'm just going to tell you, short videos have a longer watch time because it's short. But yes, you can do 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds. I wouldn't do longer than 60 seconds though. Just teach one small lesson in under 60 seconds, and one caption. That's what I would do. Because you lose people, you lose them so fast, you want to just stick to it. 15 seconds, you good. Okay. They can watch 15 seconds before they actually scroll. So engagement doesn't, either way. Thank you so much on IG. I appreciate you. Miss Smith is in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Chef is in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? We're talking about how to create content that converts. So I'm giving you examples of content that actually converts, that I personally use, that my clients use inside the RIDE. If you haven't seen the RIDE, that's the chance to get to work with me. And so I can teach you how to do this for your business, how to attract unlimited leads. I have unlimited leads coming into my sales funnel so I can weed out the folk, keep the people, how to start conversations that convert. Yes. And so all of this is inside the RIDE. So put RIDE in the chat, and then that way we get to scale your business. If you're at a 5-figure to 6 figures, from 6 figures to 7 figures, because now you're going to have a system, and now you're going to learn a skill, and then you're going to take those skill sets and use them. And so, yes, so if you've been struggling and you're not making a sale every day, you might want to put RIDE in the chat so we can see if it's a fit for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes. So engagement posts are not about selling. They're about connections. That's why I'm saying use this as a way to talk to more people. when you're creating content like this, you're going to start talking to a lot of people. But you have to start the conversation. Inside the RIDE, I give you a workbook on how to start the conversations. Because the next thing you're going to say is, well, I don't know what to say, Jerusha. Okay, so we put that together. So now you know what to say, whether you're in a service-based business, an opportunity, a product, you'll know what to say. Yes, I will tell you, you're going to need a system to help you out. Because there's no way one person is going to follow up with 50 people. One person is, your system is going to help you out. So automation is real. So when people feel connected, they ask questions, right? When they ask questions, you have a business, right? So say it with me. A post a day keeps leads coming your way. When you're creating content, right? You're going to learn how to convert. The goal is making a sale every day, making 5 sales every day. But you got to create that momentum. So you're going to do this homework now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is today. You're going to do this now. Don't say people don't help you. It's so many people on here telling people they lie. People don't tell you what they're doing. And I'm like, I tell you exactly what to do. Okay, they're not letting education go viral, but I am telling you exactly what to do that works. I'm only sharing what I know for sure. I'm not going to even tell you what I don't know. I'm going to only share what I know for sure that works. And so if that's you and you're like, man, I need that training. Now, you guys can see this. I'm going to give you another example of what works for you. And you're going to create this type of engagement content today, not tomorrow. Today is your day. So important. Anybody can do this. So first of all, okay, let me make sure they can see my screen. Hold on. All right. So right here, I like that. Thank you. I like that too. I like the fact that, there are people who actually want you to win. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. All right, we'll just go with this. So if you have a product, I'm going to give you an example. So if you have a product, you can have people post, here's the product. So let's pretend. Here's the product, okay? And you just want people to just go to your website and purchase, right? That doesn't work by itself. Do you handle your Instagram differently from a TikTok or other platforms? When you say handle them differently. So I do use a tool that can post on all of them for me. In terms of content, I put the same content on each of them. Now, when I create the content, it's in my camera roll. So once I create it, I can post it to TT. I can use TT fonts on it, right? Or their background sounds. Then I post it on Instagram. I can use Instagram, stickers or whatever and their sounds. And then I post it also on FB and the same thing. So it appears that I am using their tools, but it was in my camera roll. So I teach my clients the FIT method, FB, IG, and TT. Those are still the top 3 platforms. So yes, every day I do the same thing on all 3. Now I do try, to use one of their features when I'm posting, so they know I do use the app, because each app is jealous of each other and they're all trying to make money and they want you to use their app for everything. Okay, so that's the thing. I don't know what that means. Do you want to go to the party? This is a learning live. And so I teach people how to build their businesses using social media strategies, and particularly how to make money from social media. So if that's you and you want to learn how to create content that converts, you can stay. If not, I don't know what that means. Somebody could tell me what the letters mean. All right, so let me give you another example. So if you have a product, this is the product. Don't just post your product with templates and music and moving. It doesn't do anything, right? I don't know what that does. So if you're going to post your product, remember we talk about engagement, right? You're going to ask a question. Swipe left to see what this cream did just for my skin in 7 days. Or swipe left to see what this cream did in 7 days. And you're just going to say it. You won't believe the before and after. Now, they're going to swipe left because people want to see the before and after. That's how you sell the product. Not just, it's my product. It's the name of the product. Here's the company name of the product. When I see people saying that, I'm like, why are you telling me the name of the company? It's not going to help you get more sales. It actually repels people. No one cares about the name, the logo, the packaging, the warehouse. No one cares. People only want to know, what is it going to do for me? What is this remote going to do for me? If it's not going to do anything, swipe. You took too long telling me the company name. You took too long telling me the name of the product. You took too long. Swipe. Okay. So what you want to do is, if you're going to do a carousel, that's what this is. When people swipe to the left, they keep swiping. You're keeping them on the page, which is increasing your watch time. If nobody told you, when you do the carousels, that's the point of me telling you to swipe left. So if I'm going to have the product, I'm going to say, okay, I didn't say this product. I said, swipe left to see what this cream did just in 7 days. You won't believe the before and afters. I'm so curious. I want to see the before and after. Same thing with the hairstylist. I go in the shop, hair not braided, right? I come out the shop, hair braided. Picture number 1, hair getting washed. Picture number 2, hair getting pressed. Picture number 3, braided. That's keeping people on the page. You do the same thing with your business. Keep them swiping so they can see it. That's a format, okay? Another engaging piece of content, you're asking questions. If you're making money, right? You're making money. I know you're making money online with your candle business, your holistic products, whatever. You can say, my client made $500 in her first week online. No experience needed. And then you got a picture of your client excited. You have a picture of your client going to, purchase something. You got to show people what your business is doing for somebody else, not just you, right? So I got testimonials on my RIDE. So when you look at my 3-day ride business course, my RIDE, you're going to see testimonies, videos, words, testimonials, because that's proof that it's working for all of these people. So you can post that. I have Testimonial Tuesday. In your stories, I'll put up a testimony in my stories on Tuesday. I took the 3-day ride. Before, I was making about $200 a week. After the 3-day ride, I make about $2,000 a month. I can put that in my stories. Guess what? That's bringing curiosity. Well, how does she make $2,000 a month? She used to make $200 a week. What's this 3-day ride? What's this course that she took? I need that. You have to create that type of content. And I know you've seen the one, tired of living paycheck to paycheck. It's kind of generic to me, but you can be more creative than that. These are just examples of what I'm sharing. This is just an example. You following me? Yes or yes? No, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hold on. No. Hold on. I don't know how I did that, but I need to find it again. Yes. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense for you. I'm going to give you another example. If you have a if you have a question, put it in the chat for me. I can take a quick question. Hold on. All right. So, yes. Okay. Here's another example. Here's another example. If you have your cell phone, turn your scroll into a paycheck from your phone. Ask me how. Then people say, how, right? That's a generic one, but you're going to ask chat or Gemini, whatever you use, give you some ideas for your business for engaging content. And you can't do engagement content every day, but I have a 7-day content calendar. One day could be engaging content. One day could be stories. One day could be one business tip. One day could be, so you're going to mix it up on each day. I could be working on my laptop at the park and I can say, I'm my own boss, being able to work, from home, and I'm in the sun, I'm outside at the park. People want that lifestyle. They're like, man, it's hot and pretty outside. She's outside working, having fun and making funds. That's how you're going to get people to engage. Or you can say, tired of getting paid Tired of not getting paid what you are worth? Yes, that's good. Tired of not getting paid what you're worth. And so you're sitting at your desk mad in corporate America, like this. Tired of getting paid what you're not worth, baby. Then people like, yes, because they're at their corporate job, they're in their cubicles or their office, they're pissed off too. We all in the office mad. I want to be outside. All of those things are going to attract your ideal person. That person can relate. Remember, I said it's going to be relatable to your person. And so for me, I actually looked at my first business for time freedom. When they said I was going to have time freedom and they said I can make a 6-figure income, I was like, I'm in there. Like swimwear. I'm there. It was no hesitation. I was like, so I can do this. If I learn this skill, I'm going to be able to work from home, take care of my young son at the time, and I'm going to be able to make 6 figures. Yes, they said, but you got to learn the skill. You got to show up for trainings every single week. You got to make sure you implement what you learn in the training every single week. You cannot miss a day from this training. I was like, I'm in there. I didn't miss any training, any seminars, webinars, Zooms. I didn't miss anything. See, I was determined. I was committed, not interested. Most people are interested and not committed. They're interested in success. They're interested in content creation. They're interested in going live. They're interested in 6, 7, 8 figures. They're not committed to it because the commitment, right, is going to hurt. It's a part of the process. The commitment is doing it when you don't feel like it. The commitment is doing it when you're sleepy, you're tired, you're busy, you're frustrated, and you're committed regardless. That's the commitment. Most people aren't committed. Even though I'm talking to all of you right now, not committed, just interested, just slightly interested, because commitment will stretch you. And what I found interesting, though, is we are all committed to, if you're dating. Okay, let me put this on the screen so you can see it. This is an example that I got. Okay, so this is what I found interesting is we're all committed to our significant others, right? Especially if you're dating, you're committed. You want this person, you're dating this person, and say if your family doesn't like the person, you don't care because you committed. What if your children, if you have children, they don't like this person, you don't care, you're committed. It's interesting how committed we can be to everything else in our lives other than our businesses and ourselves. And so what I want you to do is use that same energy and shift. I want you to be committed to your business, creating content that converts. This is an example of the type of content that you can create that converts. Now, personally, 100. Personally, I would make sure when you're creating this content that it's you, that is you in it. So these examples is showing like a girl from ChatGPT or image from Google, but you create the images. I would do it in your likeness. So even if you're using your avatar, I would do it in your likeness because you're the brand. You're branding yourself. You're always the brand. You're always selling yourself. I would definitely use myself as the avatar, and I would use that if I'm going to ask an engaging question. This example was obviously, an example just to show you what engagement content looks like and how you should be posting. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question, Ms. Hawkins? Did I answer your question? Okay, so yes, you're more than welcome to ask anything since you're so precious being here with me. I appreciate the love. I celebrate business owners, baby. That's what we do over here. So if you have a question, I did invite you. If you have a question, I'm happy to answer. But yeah, so this is what it's going to take, a true commitment. So if you love my type of training, you love my style, make sure that you follow, okay? If you love this type of training, you like to learn, I like to teach. Baby, I love teaching and giving you motivation and inspiration that anybody can do it who's willing to learn. So yes, you did. Okay, great. So do me a favor, get into the RIDE if you want training with me. You're serious right now. You're like, you know what? First quarter is over. It's second quarter. I need to double down. I need to take this content creation seriously. I need to grow my business. I need to just make an extra 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever your number is every single month. I need to learn a skill set. My training teaches skill sets and systems. I'm sales and marketing business coach in real life, not just on social media. So I'm going to teach strategies and systems, right? And so if you want to learn TikTok tips, you're going to have to find somebody else. If you want to learn Instagram tips, you got to learn sales and marketing, because you can learn all the tips, but if you don't know how to sell it and market it, we're back to square one. So sales and marketing is my jam. So make sure that you follow me. I'm live. I'll be live tonight. So hit the bell. I'll be live between 8 and 8:30. So hit the bell. So when I go live, you get the notification. Wednesday night is when I bring business owners on. So this is your opportunity as a business owner to come on the live. You have an opportunity to come on the live Wednesday nights. Is today Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday nights, tonight. So make sure that you tell your business bestie, I want to be on the live with Jerusha. I got a business question. So if you have a business question, you get to ask tonight. And so tell your business bestie, tonight, between 8 and 8:30, I'm running from a meeting. So I should be here between 8 and 8:30. Usually it's 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Have a great day, FB. FB in the building. You can support right here where it says stars if you like. If you like to give a gift, we accept gifts, baby. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. I do accept. Please subscribe to my YT. Ultimately, that's where I want to be on YT 100%.